Hello YouTube, how are you doing, guys? I won't talk about Ironmouse just because I've been bombarded on the posts on Twitter and YouTube, and it just keeps coming up. And I thought, it's a good time to give my own input into this. It is an interesting drama that kind of concerns all VTubers, just because not always you're able to express your emotions with the face, like immediately. That's my take from all of this, is because as a VTuber you're not really like showing your facial emotions, especially like a 2D avatar, so people cannot read you. They don't know what you're feeling, they don't know what you look like, they don't know how to react to anything that they say, and you react with your face, because as a human being, like your face is your data sheet, is your book of knowledge. Like if I see you frowning, I understand something is wrong. If I see you smiling, okay, it's good, but you can't do that with most of the VTubers, so that's a big boundaries that you need to like go around it. So yeah, I just want to talk about what happened and how this could have been avoided, I guess. So first of all, the clips are on the TikTok and Twitter and YouTube. I don't know if I can link it because the channel is new, so that if YouTube allows me, I will link it to the description below. But basically what happened is Ray and Rakan, approached Ironmouse, and she was standing in the corridor talking with other people. She had her butler hold the iPad and she was talking with the other guys, right? The Ray and Rakan goes to her. They call her a legend, first of all. They're hyped up. They're super energetic. They're very hyped. They're young. That's how they are, And okay, I would also maybe be uncomfortable because I'm very, gloomy person. So like being too energetic for me is kind of off-putting, but now I learned how to deal with this. I'm an adult, I can like learn to confront it and not expect everyone else to be exact same way that I am. Everyone is different. And then they were talking. What did they say? They asked something. Maybe we shouldn't ask Mouse or something. And then Mouse said, no, you can ask me anything. Like that's the first thing you tell the young guys, hey, ask me anything. And of course they're curious, they're young, they're learning about everything about life and social and everything else. Of course they're gonna ask you questions. And the first question was, well, where are you right now? She says, okay, I'm at home. Okay, normal. What you look like? Because again, nobody have seen you. There's no, your face is nowhere. They want to know. I mean, even I want to know. Everybody wants to know. That's just how it is, curiosity of humanity, And she jokingly says, oh, I'm a VTuber, I must be ugly, ha ha ha, and she put it like as a joke. She was laughing, and they laughed too. Carry on, that's it. They asked the question, the answer, carry on. And then they ask if she is black or white. Again, they're just curious. And she says, oh, I'm Latina, Puerto Rican, and then they ask, oh, is Peanut a VTuber? The burnt peanut, is he a VTuber? And she says, yeah, fuck yes, he's a fucking VTuber. That's her words. Now she said it on camera, that's her words. And she's laughing and she's having a regular conversation. It looks normal. I didn't see the whole thing, I just saw the clip. I don't know if there was something else they said. Maybe I missed something. But that looks normal to me. I don't know, just too hyped up, young guys come to an quote-unquote idol, because like she has a lot of following, like she's probably the most popular VTuber, and they're interested, they're intrigued. They don't get to talk to VTubers and like famous people in all, so they're trying to mingle, right? And then after I watched her explanation, and there were a lot of like fence sitting in her reply and uncertainty and vagueness. Like she did not give a straightforward answer. It felt like it's like a rubber, like she's trying to like say something without saying anything, and she takes a long time to make her point. And even then, it kind of looks like she's trying to make her community happy by saying something bad about Rakai and Ray, but at the same time, she does not want to look like she's saying something bad about, she does not want to look that she's being mean to them. So it kind of like felt weird. It kind of felt dishonest. And I've seen XQC and Asmongold talk about this and like, oh, she might be, you know, pushed into this by her community. She might not be afraid of the community leaving her. And it kind of looks like this. Because similar thing happened to Valkyrie. If you know her, she's also like a female streamer. She's quite popular. And Valkyrie was defending Hassan for allegedly shocking or not shocking his dog. We don't know. Okay, we don't know. I don't know. We don't know. And then she got community backlash because she was defending Hassan. And then she DM'd Asmongold for advice, what he's supposed to, because Asmongold, like, you like him or not, he's a wise guy. He's been here, you know, for many years. He's been through a lot of shit, so he's a wise dude. And then she got backlash for DMing Asmongold and asking for his advice. And then she apologized again for DMing Asmongold, that she's like, oh, I should have known better. I should have been more aware. So that's kind of like backstabby stuff, no? You ask for advice, and oh no, my child doesn't like it. You know, fuck you, Asmongold. Like, why? It just feels so dishonest. And I feel like it kind of looks like the guys are on point. Like, it looks like the same thing is happening with Ironmouse. I mean, she's not coming out with this. Like, she's not really, you know, being straightforward with the answers I said. So we're just guessing, but that's what it looks like. And basically on her answer, she just says that she was uncomfortable and shaking all this time because she knew she was going to get asked something terrible and rude. And first of all, that's just like huge assumptions immediately. Oh, I knew these guys are a bad thing. Oh my god, I can't. But like, why? You never interact with them. They have their own community. Okay, they're different, right? But like immediately you put like this bad attitude towards them. But then, oh no, actually I'm nice and I don't want to be mean to people. But oh yeah, I had bad feelings about them immediately. Like, it just feels pushed, you know? And she's okay, she was uncomfortable and wanted to get out of there and did nothing to get out of the situation. You are 20 years old, adult, based on the internet. I mean, I don't know how old she is, but based on the internet, she's 20 years old. And what, Rakai is like 15 or something, and Ray is like 17, 18. So you have 10 to 12 years of more life experience over them, you know? So you kind of should be running, oh, this is not okay. You can explain to them that they're human beings, you know, they don't know. So you can tell them, hey, this is not okay. I don't feel comfortable, you know. Maybe we should do it the next time. I'm sorry, I'm busy with the guys, you know. You can kind of like find a way to, you know, get out of the situation. You also have been on the spotlight for quite a few years, and this interaction with two teenagers destroyed you. I don't know. It's hard to believe this to be true, to be honest. And then she blames them, or like, well, she says, oh, I gave them the dumbest question. I gave them the dumbest answers because they asked me the dumbest questions. I mean, it was just normal, curious questions. I did not feel that they were like pushing it. They were just like hyped and they wanted to talk to you. I don't feel that it was like dumb questions. After the exchange, she says, I was visibly shaken. Which is a weird thing to say. First of all, how would anybody know that you were visibly shaken? They can't see your face, okay? Like, Ray and Rakan cannot see your face. Are you looking angry right now? Are you smirking? Are you smiling? You know, how are they supposed to be able to tell, you know, when they cannot see your face? If you feel in a specific way, you know, and want them to understand it, you have to tell them, because they're not able to see your emotions through your cartoon avatar, you know? Like, you have to understand that they can't read, because the human face is the book, you know? They can, like, people can see your emotions, people can react. Oh shit, did they say something wrong? Oh shit, you got upset. Oh fuck, my bad. What did they say? Or if you're smiling, oh good, she likes it, good. But they cannot tell, your character is the same, so you have to be more open and like just explain and, you know, be honest with your voice, because your face is not visible to them, okay? And she's like, oh, you have no idea what I went through. And apparently, like, she said that people around her, so I assume those guys who were the butler and the guys who were standing with her, like, told her that she did really well with this interaction. Like, you were proud of, you did so well. Like, well, nothing happened. They just talked. They just talked simple questions. People were interested and they talked, and everybody laughed, and they go separate ways. And then it's like, oh, it's Armageddon. I can't believe I lived through this. What the fuck? Like, this is just normal human conversation. Like, I'm introverted, but even to me, this was like just the regular stuff. I don't know. And then she's like, goes into this kind of a rant, and she says, oh, I don't care anymore that people are mean to me because I have been through this so many times. And then yet she's visibly shaken. So she don't care because she's experienced in this so much, but then she also cares so much because she's like extremely uncomfortable and shaking. So like, I'm sorry, but which one is it? Either you've been through this so many times and you don't give a shit, or like it bothers you so much you have to make a video about it behind their back. Like you have to choose. You can't have both. It just looks like, that's just my opinion. I don't know. What else? She just keeps saying that, oh, she does not give a shit, and it keeps complaining the guys were rude and asking her dumb questions. It's just weird. Also, she was repeating that her feelings matter and that she's trying to be nice to everybody. The same is true for Rei and Rakai, right? If your feelings matter, then their feelings matter too. And they felt like you were being fake with them because, you know, in the moment you were nice and, you know, you have fun, you laugh, you chat, but then once they leave the area, you know, you turn your back and you're like, oh shit, oh, I can't believe I survived the chat with them. Like, oh my god, it destroyed me. It's disingenuous. It's not nice. I don't say anything nice about that, so I don't know. Maybe that was not your point. Maybe you're gonna put another video, you know, explaining your situation. Maybe there's extra footage that we missed. I don't know, but well, like just from this video, it's kind of what I get. You know, like your feelings and your emotions is priority for you, but same is true for other people. So their feelings and their emotions gonna be priority for them. So you need to kind of communicate, you know, and like talk about it, be open about it. Like nobody can read your mind but you. I feel like was the main trigger, that she is like, oh, they asked her what she looks like. And I understand, like, I also feel uncomfortable on camera. I don't like being recorded my face. I don't like people to see when I'm red, you know, when I'm panicking. So that's why I use the Vtuber, you know, it helps me to push myself and like not being able to see all my emotions, because, you know, like I'm a weird guy and I'm not a good looking guy. But that's why I also know, like, I need to work on myself. I need to work on my mental, you know, so that I can handle this and I can, you know, focus on my mental and try to, like, be entertaining and funny instead. Because I know I'm not a good-looking guy. It's fine. That's how it is. Everybody has a different, you know, hand of cards, and you deal with that. You learn how to live with this. So it's just life, man. And like they ask about your looks and you get triggered, like you lose your shit. That's something like you need to work on. It's not their problem. They didn't say, oh, I bet you look like shit. Oh, I bet you ugly. You made this joke. They just were interested. They were curious. They were interested what you look like. But then you make the joke, oh, I look like shit, I'm ugly. Okay, but that's on you. They didn't say that you're ugly. Okay, that's you just said that's like this. So if you are uncomfortable with this, you need to work on yourself. Yeah, like I said, like they can't see your face. Even if you have like some physical, you know, struggles, they can't be compassionate with you because they cannot see you. They can't see you. They don't know what you're going through. So if you have some physical issues, they don't know. You need to tell them. Okay, they can't reach your mind. And if there's some reason you're using the Vtuber, then yeah, again, nobody can be, you know, compassionate with you because they don't know. Nobody knows. Yeah, and honestly, there were like so many options to leave the scene, you know, and end the conversation, but it just kept going. They were going back and forth, you know, you kept talking and laughing with them. And I don't know, you could just like turn off the screen. Oops, internet crash. No, like a stupid reason. Ask your butler to drag the iPad away, you know. Call the other guys on your phone while nobody sees you and tell them, oh, hey, find a way to distract them and let me escape. You know, make an excuse. Or you could just be an adult and say, no, apologize and say, oh, sorry, I'm not comfortable with this, you know. I just want to hang out with my guys. I'm sorry, I don't want to make any issues, but like I just want to hang out. I'm not comfortable with this. I just want to hang out with my guys, you know. Like people, we just talk, no hard feelings, you know. We just talk like people. That's it. And like this situation has so many ways to avoid it, but just became a mess because you just talk different behind people's back. I think that's the big issue, because you talk different behind people's backs. I think that's the big take. I think that's what you should have explained maybe better. Like I said, maybe there's some reason for it, like we don't know yet, but it just looked disingenuous, you know. And yeah, this, like, another thing why I started this video is because I saw this tweet on my Twitter feed from this person, and it says, "The reaction these kids are having for making Mousy uncomfortable is irritating me so much. You don't get to invalidate or deny her feelings." Again, who are you? Are you Jesus? Like, you don't get to invalidate or deny her feelings. So, Mousy feelings okay, Rakai feelings garbage. Your feelings don't matter. Your feelings are shit. Mouse feelings good. It's rare. Rakai feelings garbage. Shit on the bottom of the floor of the ocean. What? No matter how much you think she's wrong for having them, you get to apologize and do better. Oh shit. Thank you for allowing me, bro. Like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna do that immediately. I haven't seen such bully energy coming, like, emanating from people in a long time. How is that? I don't understand. How's that bully energy? They just talk to you. They just talk to you, and like, there was the video, right? The Ray did a video from this, I understand. That he apologized, said, okay, I'm sorry for making uncomfortable, but I don't want to deal with you anymore. And that's his feelings, because that's how he feels. That's his feelings. So Mouse has her feelings. She felt uncomfortable, and now he is feeling uncomfortable because you talk behind his back. You were nice to him in the face, but then behind back, you talk behind his back, you know, and then he don't want to do anything with you anymore. And that's his feelings, and that's valid. And you made this. So if your feelings matter, then his feelings matter too. Does that make sense? So the lack of consequence for the actions have turned them into insufferable, petulant, I don't know what that even means, petulant creatures. They can barely string up a sentence together. Why are we giving these public nuisances platform again? You're not giving jack shit. They have their own community, okay? You're not doing shit. Okay, I'm sorry. You have, okay, 100,000, 129,000 views, but you're not giving them shit. They have their own community and their own support, and that's why they're streamers. That's why there are the streamer awards. You don't give them shit. So you need to calm down. Like, this is like what I mean. Like, her community, like, is like a cult. Lunatics who just straight up attacking people, you know. Like, I feel like her reply was like misplaced just because of this, you know. She get to feel feelings based on her community. Her community thinks that she get to feel feelings. You don't. What you get to do is to hold your head down, don't make eye contact, and beg for forgiveness. And like, people like this are weird. Like, you are just so focused that she is God. You know, you put her on the pedestal. You need to stop putting people on the pedestal. She's a human being. She's just a human being, right? So she makes mistakes too. And maybe later she go and apologize for this. We don't know. But like, you're not helping for making this into, oh, my divine beauty, Ironmouse, she's a godlike divinity streaming creature. Like, bro, just relax. Like, don't do this bullshit. Like, this is crazy. Like, this replies like this is, what the fuck? I feel like Ironmouse needs to talk to her community and like make them relaxed a bit, you know, because we're all adults, you know. Like, she needs to ask them to take responsibility for it, because like, they're just gonna keep talking like this, you know, against other people. So again, like, I feel like her reply was misplaced. She should have been more straightforward with her answer and with her community, because it kind of feels like, you know, sitting on the fence, like, not straightforward. And yeah, it just feels like she has this cult circles surrounding her, and she's being like, you know, bent to their will and like pushed whatever they want her to go. So it's kind of it does not feel that she made this decision. That's what I mean. No, yeah, I don't think that there's anything else we can do about the situation. Like, this happened and both parties feel the way they're feeling, and it is what it is. This is just a good lesson, you know, for the future, to teach ourselves to be able to like look from other people's perspective. It's not just about you, you know. Everyone else have their own opinions and their own, you know, the way they deal with life. And all of this could have been avoided, you know, if we are mindful of others. And yeah, I mean, you can only read your own mind. Like, nobody else can read your mind. You need to, like, be open. You need to be more honest and open when interacting with other people, and just talk with them, you know. That is all. That's the video. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you disliked it. My name is Oleg. I'll see you next time.